not ready for prime time.
Prime time.
Prime time.
Prime time. That's the name.
Prime time.
Prime time. What time is it? Showtime. Prime time.
It's XL Prime Time, featuring Joe C.
I reduced my toilet paper down to 3 squares.
Matt Hayes.
Big asses and big thighs, yeah.
And Leon Searcy.
Bringing you love, peace, and soul.
Friday has arrived, and you got a bunch to look forward to over the weekend. Tonight included Miami, Louisville, as they will go at it in the ACC. And we got plenty, just stacks of college football games to look at tomorrow. Your Jaguars early on Sunday. That means if you add it all up, you can basically go from a 9:30 kick till almost midnight with NFL ball on Sunday. That means you get the red zone, full view of all the games once the Jaguars go final. We'll see if they can get back in the win column. That is the most important thing. Fellas, I'm fired up for a Friday, and I don't know, like, you're going to be at the watering holes, my guess.
Absolutely.
For tonight's game.
Yeah.
And I just want to know if you're going to get uncomfortable. I want to know how many times you're going to shift in your seat.
I've never shifted in my seat.
You've never, ever?
No,
never?
I don't believe that.
No.
I just don't believe that.
Maybe Notre Dame.
Maybe last year?
Notre Dame in the fourth quarter. I had to move a little bit.
All right, okay. You just got to get...
Yeah, I had to sit up straight,
Yeah.
I got a little ritual, too, like JJ. JJ wears his fine gear or every
I
weekend.
wear the exact same outfit
Unwashed.
on game day.
Fran Brown. The Fran Brown of Miami
I do
Hurricane
wash.
fans.
Is Blake
do
okay
too.
with that?
She thinks I'm a fool and an idiot and many other things for it, but she deals with it.
Yeah, I wear the same thing. I wear my Legends, Legends shirt, or I wear my camouflage shorts.
Right.
To every game.
Yeah, for the convicts. Yeah, the camos.
Yeah.
Are they from all the way back in the 80s?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I don't know if you're still fitting those.
No, I don't.
All right, so that game is tonight, and then we got big ball games tomorrow. There may even be carnage in terms of guys being told to pack their stuff up and leave, because that's been kind of the big story in Gainesville. Matt Hayes at the front of it with what may or may not happen if a Florida Gator football team coached by Billy Napier goes down to the Mississippi State Bulldogs, not the Georgia Bulldogs, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, who, by the way, have given up a
sneaky good Mississippi State team, too.
Well, yeah, we can call them sneaky good. They gave up like a dozen points to some also-rans, but the games they played in the SEC and the Southeastern Conference, they have given up nearly 75 points. So
Such a snob.
We'll see whether Florida can get anywhere close.
They did beat a playoff team.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
beat Arizona
And
State.
could have easily beaten Tennessee, too.
Yeah, they went. That one went to overtime, correct? Or down to the end.
Yeah,
fourth quarter?
I think it did go
I
to
thought it was
two
overtime.
overtimes.
Yeah, it was definitely overtime.
So Tennessee, Mississippi State.
Yeah. It was a barn burner. Ended up being the Volunteers on top.
41, 34, and one overtime.
Yeah, because it took a little while for those points to start to stack
Tennessee
up. But
had to come back, I believe.
Yeah, they were trailing, man. I want to say it was like 21-7, something like that. And one of the son-in-laws, oh, man, he was freaking out. Okay, because there was no way. Jeff Lebby, rolled into Mississippi State, Starkville. You know you can't get there from here. And he had a lousy record last year. You were thinking, this guy has got his work cut out for him. He turned it around fast. This year they've been pretty good. So we got all these college football games to look at. And then, of course, let's look at your Jags. What's your key to a victory? What are you feeling? You got good news yesterday, people, that Robert Hainsey got back at practice, full participant. And so, big, that is hugely important. Now, I think they need to – we've talked about it all week. They need to button up a lot of things on that line, but getting him back is big.
Yeah, getting him back is key, but all the other components has got to be working well. I mean, you can't have that kind of disaster because one guy just missed the game.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Collectively, the offensive line was bad in protection, running the effectiveness and running the football, stopping the games, all that penalties, all that kind of stuff. So the whole unit as a whole has to get back to playing the kind of football that they played early on.
Right.
But Robert Hainsey being in the lineup, hopefully this Sunday morning, could definitely help us. I would think.
Yeah. So I'm looking at some numbers, and Jacksonville defensively, if you think about what they've done, they held Seattle, one of the top scoring teams, to less than 21 points. They have held 4 of their 6 opponents to 21 points or less. So they've done a good job. And these are teams that have exploded for some big points when you go back and look at the teams that they've beaten.
The Bengals, for instance.
Well, yeah.
They played well enough on defense in all 6 games to win all 6 games.
And that's isn't that the most points they've given up? Which was against Cincinnati when they ended up losing late in that game with that never-ending Jake Browning churn down the field. Remember,
Well, I mean, let's be
they got
honest.
it inside the 10-yard line.
With the 4th and 2 drop from BTJ,
Yeah.
okay?
True.
The game's over there. He catches
Yeah.
that ball.
Yeah, true. It was inside the 5-yard line. And so, BTJ was a big storyline coming out of that game. That was the Liam Cohen game where he yelled at Trevor, put it on him, put it on the numbers, all that kind of stuff. So let's just at least look back at last night. Joe flipping Flacco. Okay, the Cincinnati Bengals, once Joe Burrow went down, most Bengals fans thought, my God, man, 2 weeks in, our season is gone. And it proceeded to head in that direction.
Still maybe.
Yeah, it proceeded to head in that direction because after Jake flipping Browning beat our Jaguars, then he started to become exposed, and they go get flipping Flacco. And Flacco is ageless last night. 41 years of age, and takes on the Steelers and throws it all over the yard.
Listen, he's going to take that team to the playoffs.
You do think that?
I think
you feel it?
Really?
Yeah, bro. Maybe I'm a prisoner of the moment.
Well, I think
but when
Burrow
saw
will be back a little bit before
You
the
think
playoffs.
so? He'll be before
But
playoffs.
That's the forecast.
They're going to need Flacco to win before that, of course.
Listen, you got T. Higgins and you got Jamar Chase. They were running the ball effectively.
Yeah. Chase Brown had him a nice
Chase Brown had a nice run. The offensive line still a little suspect. You just got to leave a tight end or back to chip to have the tackles, help with the tackles. But that's a formidable Steeler defense, and I think they held them in check mass majority of the game.
Yeah.
But Flacco was 65%, 4 touchdowns. Your boy Jamar Chase has 16 receptions, bro, in one game.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And he gets into that takeover mode, and he was not happy, obviously, a couple weeks ago when Browning wasn't getting him the football. And then when they made the change, he said, at the very least, I know this cat can throw the ball. He'll stay in the pocket. He will throw the football.
Well, that's how you feed the beast.
Yeah.
You feed the beast.
And both him and T were
Higgins,
fed last night. All right, so you can look back at last night. That ain't the same Steelers D. They gave up a bunch of yards, and so did the Cincinnati Bengals.
Couldn't get to the quarterback.
Yeah, and it's one of those classic things when you look at it, you're like, okay, I didn't know whether I was smelling a high-scoring game last night or not because I just felt like, I don't know, I thought they might kind of plod around a little bit. Anyway, they exploded for some big points on both sides.
By the way,
Go
Jamar
ahead.
Chase had 16 catches.
Yeah, that's what Leon said.
BTJ
Yeah,
has 24 for the season.
for the season. So
Wow.
basically,
Interesting.
2/3 of BTJ's season output is what.
Although if you
Jamar-
added his drops, he'd have 30. So
yeah.
you just
Well,
got to give him that.
that'd be nice if that were. Look, he had his season high 90 yards this past week. So he did make some plays. He just didn't make the plays that you were wanting him to down the stretch, which we all know. Those are the memorable
He just
ones.
dropped that critical third down throw. That's all.
Those are the memorable ones. Those are the ones that ended up costing you a game. All right, so we're going to get into all of it as far as what we think could, should, might happen in London, and you guys are more than welcome to join in. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010. We had a good time with them yesterday hanging out there on Phillips Highway, and we'll hang out with you guys today on a Florida Home AC Friday. Rock and roll. Well, you can just tee up JJ, the DJ, with some good rock and roll suggestions on a Friday to get you fired up for the weekend. You can do that real easily by hitting him on the text line at 641-1010. I'm looking at all these games. We are talking about Billy Napier possibly being fired if the Gators drop one to Mississippi State at home. Could the same thing happen to Hugh Freeze this weekend? War Eagle, what are you thinking?
2 words.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Hell yes. And so you could see more than one guy go down. Tigers right now 0-3 in the SEC.
I think they play well Saturday.
Yeah. And
I do.
It will look
Well enough to win.
It was a low-scoring game this past week against.
Yeah, they may not combine for 30 points, those two teams.
Yeah, and so you're thinking
16-14, 16-13.
Sounds like exciting stuff.
Right. It's just,
Missouri is who they play, correct?
yeah.
Missouri
And
is
so
who they
you're
play.
thinking Mizzou is not going to be able to crank it up, ratchet it up a little bit.
I mean, Auburn's defense is really good.
they are good.
And they're at home.
Yeah.
So they'll play really well defensively. They'll stop Hardy, which is the key to stopping Missouri, which is what Alabama didn't really stop Hardy. Missouri just got away from the run.
Yeah.
They relied too much on Prabula, who ended up having 2 costly turnovers.
Right.
I think Auburn's going to stop the run, and then
Isn't
Then it's up to Pagula to win the game, and I don't see that happening.
Isn't that back-to-back weeks that a quarterback had 2 costly turnovers against Bama that ultimately led to Bama winning? Because you go back to Diego, and then Pagula
crushing.
Yeah, and so will it happen again with the next team that they face because they got a big ball game as well? So we'll get into all of those coming up.
Tennessee.
Yeah, exactly. Will Joey Aguilar, Joey Smokes, Joey Smokes? Will he make that critical mistake against that Alabama D? Rocky Top, you can let us know. Son-in-law trying to move up in the power rankings if he can pick off Alabama. That's what he's hoping
Where does he
for.
go? If they pick off Alabama, where does he go?
You mean to what do you mean
in the rankings? In the power rankings.
I think.
Where is he now?
I think that it'd probably be top 6, maybe something in that neighborhood. What are they? I have to look it up. They're 12.
No, where does the son-in-law go?
Oh, he moves up in the power rankings in his own mind. I don't mean I'm ratcheting him up. I had to move the other young son-in-law up.
I know where Tennessee goes. Tennessee's like 13 now. They'll probably go to 8 or 7.
Who do Gator fans cheer for in that game?
Well,
Right, I'm surprised that you want Tennessee to
Don't
win
you
that
cheer
game.
for Alabama?
I'm not rooting for it.
Okay.
I'm not rooting for any of this. I'm just rooting for someone to lose. You know how that goes.
You're just rooting for your coach to get fired, Saturday.
Yeah, you're just rooting for someone to lose. Okay, all right. Let's say rah, rah, rah. Let's say hello to Ryan O'Halloran early on this Friday as we talk about the Jags. We'll talk about that big ball game with the Florida Gators and what he thinks might happen. That's all coming up on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. While you were watching the ball, he saw what happened in the trenches.
I'm Jeff Laudman.
And he tells you about it every Tuesday. Check the tape. 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Checked by Napa Auto Care on 1010XL.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is larger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. You'll always find great deals on our huge selection of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, all prepped and ready for a test drive. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues today. Stop by or shop from home at HondaoftheAvenues.com. Proud sponsor of Sporting Jags.
Food that's good for you can taste good too. Flame Broiler has protein-packed bowls to fuel your day. Introducing their new chicken avocado salad bowl, made with romaine lettuce, rice, cabbage salad, and topped with a delicious house sesame dressing. It's a bowl full of goodness. Eat in, take out, or catered. Flame Broiler is easy to enjoy. Come in Monday through Sunday for happy hour, 2 to 5 p.m. for a chicken mini bowl and drink for $6.95 plus tax. 5 area Flame Broilers to serve you.
Strong in the classroom, gifted on the field.
1010XL and Southeast Orthopedic Specialists celebrate scholar athletes. Wednesday afternoons on The Frangie Show. Activated by
The Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. And this time of the year, Honda has such a great lineup, especially when you want to get out on the road and just cruise.
Temperature's letting up a little bit. Oktoberfest is coming. Legendary Honda Goldwing, legendary Honda Rebel that's now an automatic. Lots to choose from and lots of easy riding.
And the price range and the size of the bike, you have a wide variety.
We do, from entry points to the finest of the fine.
All right, check them out. Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency or their Facebook page.
Your home is your sanctuary, where memories are made. Jack's homeowners trust Superior Fence and Rail to make their home feel safe, secure, and complete. Imagine a classic wood fence for privacy, sturdy aluminum to protect your pets, or a modern vinyl design that boosts curb appeal. Every fence is built with precision and pride, standing strong in every season.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Clean air, cool air, both are extremely important. Trust Florida Home AC to deliver on both with their Remy Halo, the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC and breathe clean and cool air.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La Playa awaits.
It's the fall savings event going on now at Renewal by Anderson. Upgrading your home has never been easier. Get 20% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires October 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Keeping kids active is a full-time job for parents, so let I-9 Sports help. They've got winter and spring registration open right now for kids all over the First Coast to enjoy their favorite sports. Log on to i9sports.com and don't miss out on the upcoming seasons. Enter 1010 in the promo code.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line. Hello. Your floor's missing piece.
Rah, 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 I like to say whenever we say hello to Ryan O'Halloran, he of the Florida Times Union, the columnist. You can find his stuff there at jacksonville.com, and, of course, follow him on X. Ryan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, fellas. Good to join you again.
Hey, listen, this is a huge ball game with your Jacksonville Jaguars going to London and trying to avoid a 2-game losing streak. Let's start there. In your mind, even though I think most people would have taken 4-2, Ryan, how important is it to get to 5-2?
I mean, I think it is important because you go on the road for 2 more games after the bye. You're going to Las Vegas, and then you're going to a Houston team that may be finding its stride week by week. So I do think it's an important game. I'm not picking them to win. I'm picking the Rams even without Nakua with the ankle. But, you know, they got some things they got to figure out. Maybe they did it on the flight over.
Mm-hmm. Ryan, what about the offensive line play? What are they going to do differently this game that they did against Seattle to help this offense get moving?
Well, one thing that Kansas City gave them problems with, and so did Seattle, is the simple stunt game. I mean, pick it up, guys. Pass along your blocker. Communicate a little better. And one thing Liam Cohen said on Monday was, you know, they tried to chip the edges, but when they twist inside, that makes that move. But I would try more max protection. If you see Walker Little struggling again, give him some help in a tight end instead of a chip, and that maybe allow you to take a shot down. What they're hoping, what they're confident of, is that was a 1-game blip. But this O-line, if they get Hainsey back, I think that'll be big. Step-up time for this O-line against a very good LA front.
Well, here's the thing, Ryan. Even with the max protection, they gave up pressures 50% of the time when they left a tight end and a running back in there. I mean, how do you attest for that?
Yeah, can we play like 4 tight ends and 1 quarterback and 1 receiver? And yeah, it's and you know it starts because when there's so much pressure early in the game, hey, it is human nature to start seeing some ghost. And so, you know, is the screen game, does that work a little bit more than that? I mean, they had to go back to a complete drawing board because they got exposed after playing well for 5 games.
So, I mean, Ryan, obviously it's simplistic to say you can survive and thrive in this league if you avoid the 2-game losing streaks, but I just feel like this is a big game for this franchise, that this is a moment where you got to say, all right, we're not going back to where it was. You know, the mistakes we're making, the 4-letter word that Liam said after the game, where he was very upset about this blank that needs to be fixed. You got to fix it, right? This is it.
Yeah, and going into the bye with a 2-game losing streak when you are an organization that has lost so much, I do think it adds a little bit of importance to, okay, stem that tide, go in with some momentum. But you're right, and what Cohen was saying is learn how to line up. You know, learn how to, you know, get the playoff, and that falls on coaching too. It's all these unforced errors, and you know, I don't care anymore that it's a new offense. I don't care anymore it's a new coaching staff. You've been together for several months now. You've had 6 games. You shouldn't be making those kind of errors. So I think that's what if you're a Jaguar fan, You want to see them play a cleaner game in terms of the stuff that you can control. If you see it over and over again, it's time to start limiting guys' playing time.
Talk with Ryan O'Halloran. Check him out, Jacksonville.com and the Florida Times Union. The columnist as we'll hit a couple of other games beyond your Jaguars. But I agree. It starts to fall on deaf ears when you keep hearing the same thing said by the guy that's ultimately in charge. And Leon, he doesn't argue. He maintains that you can't overstuff their brains. They need to be able to digest all of this and execute. So percentage-wise, who do you put it on?
I mean, at some point, it's got to be a player accountability.
Yeah.
Okay, who are your captains? Start cracking skulls a little bit in the locker room, saying, "Hey guys, this is unacceptable."
Yeah.
The Jaguars are not good enough to get away with 10, 11, 12 penalties per game. They're just not that team right now. So clean it up. Keep playing. Play turnover free, so you can get a takeaway. Here's the other thing, guys. The pass rush is broken. I mean, They have one sack in the last 2 games, and Josh Hines-Allen is too good of a player to have half a sack. But here's the problem with Josh right now. Last 2 games, 1 pressure. Okay, maybe you start scheming some things up to get him into the quarterback and get him going. Maybe that gets the rest of the pass rush going.
You know what, Ron? This has nothing to do with the coaching staff. This has everything to do with pride and intensity and playing with a sense of urgency. I mean, we can say all we want to say about the play calling, but until this team comes out with a fire under its ass and plays Jaguar football the way it should be played, they're going to play the way they played. They're going to play the way they played against Seattle. It's irritating me because it reminds me a little bit of what I saw last year. That's what I'm afraid of. That this team has been exposed against a good team, and this thing may collapse right in front of our face.
Yeah, and for as much of the roster that's turned over, it's still a lot of the same guys in playing key roles, and so it's okay. Don't revert back to last year when you basically got away with anything because the coaching staff probably was checked out by now. Hey, listen to your coaches, but you guys are adults, you're professionals. Clean it up yourself.
So you talked about the pass rush, and we've been talking about that for almost 2 weeks now, right? With you, and of course without you on the rest of the segments. What do they do? What do they do? Like in a trade deadline, are you willing to give up like significant draft capital because you think you've got a chance to win the division this year?
I mean, that's another layer to the start of the segment, Matt, is if you're 4-3 and you're James Gladstone, over the next 2 weeks, does that change your plot in terms of adding at the deadline? I think it would. If you're 5-2, then maybe more things are on the table in terms of adding a pass rusher. I think at this point, you don't have a first. Loss, and to me, it's like do it Saturday night if they lose to Mississippi State. And I'm picking Mississippi State 10-7. I think it's going to be a thriller in Gainesville tomorrow night. So, but Mike, maybe Strickland waits until Sunday morning to put out his statement or whatever. But this program right now is just going nowhere. It's inevitable. I mean, Napier should know it. His staff should know it. And all it's left really is to reflect back on how many things went wrong. Then once the official announcement's made, then you can start really looking forward to say, okay, who can replace him? But I mean, you hear that scuttlebutt. Okay, well maybe he fires him after a win tomorrow night. I mean, in that case, you should have just fired him after the A&M game,
right?
Because I don't buy this stuff. How you need a bye week to get the interim up. because I think he would have brought some fire to the program. I like Kenny Dillingham from Arizona State. I know that's a long shot, but is an offensive mind who can call the plays. So that would be like he's going to be on my top 5. But do you call Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame, see if he's looking for an exit strategy after only a couple of years, see if he's interested. So, Scott Strickland and whoever else is helping with it, I think they are going to have options, because I think a lot of coaches are going to see this program is a little bit of a sleeping giant.
Okay, so here's the big question, and I think everybody's starting to wonder about this after their third straight ACC loss. How bad does it have to get at Florida State for that university, which does not have a lot of money, okay, to say, you know what, we're going to have to spend $60 million to get rid of him?
Well, if you lose to Stanford at 2 a.m. on a Saturday, that seat becomes hot. But you hit it, Matt. That is so much money, and they're just opening a new football complex that was, generated by a big donation. Well, what does that family got left in their coffers? So, I think they're stuck with them, with Mike Norvell, even if Mike Alford wanted to move on. But Norvell's in a spot now. He can't pivot his philosophy now. He can't go back to saying you want to build with high school recruits and supplement with transfers, because next year's going to be it for you.
Right.
So so he's tried it this way for so long, and losing to Pitt and a true freshman quarterback, that defense with Florida State did not look like it was prepared, because they got beat on the same stuff over and over again. That was a more disappointing loss from a Florida football observer than the Florida game at Texas A&M by far.
Yeah, and I think especially after significant changes have been made, and a big win had been accomplished to open the season. So that's the big head scratcher. You smell any other upsets, surprises, firings? Because we mentioned Billy. What if Brian Kelly drops this game to Vanderbilt? They're an underdog against Vanderbilt. Auburn, we mentioned him earlier. You smell any other craziness?
To me, the Auburn one, it's okay. Do they make a move on Hugh Freeze before Florida makes a move on Billy Napier, because they want to get a head start on Lane Kiffin? Mm-hmm. Or does Auburn say, okay, he left us at the altar, a couple of years ago, they're going to go in another direction? So, these teams, you throw Penn State in the mix, you're not seeing a lot of crossover candidates, but Penn State, Arkansas, Auburn, Florida eventually. So I think this stuff, guys, is more interesting than the games to me, because there's going to be sitting head coaches who move laterally, because there's just going to be too many jobs to fill.
Yeah, it'll be the most interesting offseason for coaching change in college football in decades.
Yeah, love it.
All right, we love it, man, as well. Appreciate it. Ryan O'Halloran, find him on X. You can check out his stuff as the columnist of the Florida Times-Union in the actual paper or at Jacksonville.com. Ryan, thanks, buddy.
All right, thanks, fellas.
All right, Ryan O'Halloran. And he does have the Rams on top of the Jags in this game, and he's also picking Mississippi State to beat Florida. So we'll see whether it does go down. But honestly, what are you saying?
No, I was going to say the whole Florida thing is sad, bro. Even at the watering hole, I'm telling the guys that, hey, listen, there's rumors that Billy Napier is going to he's one and done, and they're buying me rounds of liquor for the information. That's just not right, man.
Yeah, it is. And I'm telling you, when you celebrate something that is basically wrecking your football program because you got to start all over, and most Gator fans feel like that will be a cause for celebration.
Yeah.
It is a little crazy, but that's where they are right now. All right, Florida home AC Friday. We'll stay on the college football front, but then also work it back to your Jacksonville Jaguars. You heard what Ryan said just about the line play, about what the quarterback needs to do. A lot of things have to get right offensively for this football team to be successful against the Rams. What say you? Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, the number one place to buy your next vehicle.
You don't need to bet everything on a Hail Mary. Just find a ride in your budget. Because Southside Kia is now Kia on Atlantic. New name, new location, same great deals. And we have the perfect place during the Kia Fall Savings event, like a new Kia payment free for a full 90 days. Or take advantage of financing rates as low as 0%. It's always a touchdown when you shop the best deals in town. Kia on Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection.
For complete details, Call 904-250-0587.
This right here, this is where it starts. With a little flame and a lot of love. When the air cools or the night falls, fire brings the warmth. But it's what we bring to the table that matters. Slow smoked barbecue. Stories that stretch long. Laughter that lingers. And moments that just feel full. That's why it's always Sonny's here.
Getting you ready for the game. Pre-Game Friday. Built by Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
When it comes to your utility bill, JEA wants to help you use less so you can save more. We offer a variety of free programs, like efficiency and irrigation assessments that'll teach you ways to conserve energy and water around your home. Our alerts will let you know when your utility usage has reached a set amount, and our rebates can help you save when upgrading to more efficient appliances and equipment. Find even more ways to save at JEA.com.
Jacksonville is football season, and Duck Duck Rooter is proud to be on your home team. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, we tackle plumbing, septic, and air conditioning problems with championship-level service. Call 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about letting things roll off of your back. So often we can make big deals out of things that are not really big deals. We can allow them to steal the joy of our day. But let me remind you that don't allow anyone or anything to steal the joy of today. Go out today not letting little things steal the big things that God has in store for you.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for the Jaguars and proud member of Jacksonville's newest orthopedic dream team. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we brought together 10 board-certified, fellowship-trained surgeons, each one a specialist in their field, all working together to deliver smarter, faster care with better results. From sports injuries to joint replacements, we've got the right player for every position. Visit osjax.com and meet your team. That's osjax.com.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick. We're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by November 6th.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Lemon Pepper Locker Room with Leon Searcy. Served up by Wingstop.
All right, fellas, we're in the locker room. All right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The word for today is, what is your motivation? What is your incentive for winning this game on Sundays?
Right.
And I talked to y'all off the air when I was with the Steelers. Bill Cowher had a formula set up for us. If you made it to the middle of the season and you were 500 or better,
right, take
the pads off. We would absolutely take the pads off, and we was always motivated to listen. We wanted to win anyway, but we banged hard doing this before then,
right.
And so taking the pads off and going shells meant a lot to us. And plus, we got Iron City beer in the locker room where we got there. I mean, for real. I mean, if we were like 6-2 or 5-3 or something like that, they would take care of it. So all that 20, 30 years now,
right?
I think the motivation for this team to go 5-2 into the bye week is that, one, you'll be a game or half a game behind Indianapolis.
Right.
Two, it gives you an opportunity for guys to get healthy. Absolutely get guys to get healthy. And then you got momentum. Because going into the bye with a 2-game losing streak, I mean, it's a little bit more devastating than if you go in there, you lose a game. And this team has to prove that they can lose a game like you lost against Seattle and then bounce back. You need a bounce-back game against a formidable team like the Rams and Matthew Stafford and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think from what I've gathered, I think everybody's kind of accepting that they're going to lose this game. And I'm thinking you went out to San Francisco and won that game. You beat the Chiefs, a desperate Chiefs team, on Monday Night Football. Don't just automatically think you're going to lose that game against a good Rams team. Yes, no doubt about it. But this team has proven they can win big games. Yeah. I'm on the verge of picking them to win that game, actually, because I think you've got look, Matthew Stafford's terrific. Yeah. There's no doubt about it. But he's not the most fleet of foot, if you know what I mean.
No, he's not.
If you get some exotic blitzes on him, you pressure him to get the ball off quicker, get him off his spot, you got a chance to win that game. Don't turn the ball over.
Right.
Get a couple turnovers. It's the formula you've used for all 4 wins, right?
Yeah.
And then play smart. Stop with the penalties.
Yeah, that's the thing. Let's hit the 10-10 take right now because, honestly, that is just the most important thing.
Now, Joe C's 10-10 take. Slow smoked and served up by Sonny's Barbecue. Local pitmasters since 68.
Sonny's, always a great meal waiting for you. Drop by any one of the area Sonny's locations for lunch, for dinner, and you could pick up all your party food if you're watching all the games Saturday, Sunday, whatever it might be. Check out your local Sonny's Barbecue. So they have held teams down, 21 points or less, 4 of the 6 ball games. But the penalties are absolutely killing them. This team was averaging close to 26 points per game, yet you start to look back, they were only able to get to 12 this past week. So that average is coming down to basically middle of the pack scoring. Now, both the Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars are middle of the pack when it comes to points given up. But now, Matthew Stafford, the last couple of games, they haven't been able to get in the end zone as much as they're expecting. So let's see if this team can hold them down. Think of what they did against Seattle. They held them to 1 for 12 on 3rd down. Did not let them get in once they got in the red zone, only let them get in the end zone 1 time, 1 for 3. So if they can get back to doing some of that and fashion a takeaway, then they've got a chance to do something. But my gosh, man, they need to have more stats offensively to have any chance to win this game.
They need to play with some desperation. We're a desperate team right now. The last thing we want to do is lose 2 games in a row going into the bye.
Yeah.
All right, we got to stay afloat. The Coast have only 1 loss. We lose against the Rams. Now we're 2 games back behind the Coast. So if you want to make it a race, you got to. I mean, you want to be a pony in the race. You got to make sure you win this game. Come Sunday.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think you can sit there and expect the Colts to lose. I don't think they're going 16-1. But you can't go out there every week thinking, all right, well, they're going to lose eventually. They'll come back to the pack.
Yeah.
You can't play that way.
No way. No.
You've got to play like you got to stay within striking distance of them, and you've got 2 games against them.
Well, there's a couple things that were pretty obvious this past week that have to change Sunday against the Rams. Jacksonville had 0 red zone trips. 0. Okay, they didn't sniff. Now, they had the one play with Tim Patrick where they were able to basically come up with a good play to get into the end zone. BTJ also scored from a bit of distance, but they were 4 and 16 on 3rd down. They did not get into the red zone and ultimately turned it into a score. ETN averaged 2.3 yards per attempt.
Yeah, see that's good.
That ain't acceptable.
That's not good. See, that's remnants of last year. I thought we were done with that.
Yeah,
our ability to go.
Don't say that, man. Don't even bring that funk
bro,
back.
I'm just saying. I mean, we lose this game. Well, I'm picking them to win, by the way, this Sunday.
Okay.
But we lose.
Yeah, but you pick them to win every week, so you don't really count.
Yeah, I know. I'm a homer.
You're a legend.
Yeah.
You're one of the 25.
You are one of the 25. So you can just pick them to win every week. It's fine.
Yeah, sure.
All right, here's another number that's getting me just a little bit. Travis Hunter in 4 of 6 games has less than 35 yards. That can't happen.
No.
Okay, you can't move up Jimmy Gladstone's as much as I praise and love the Harry Potter
You do praise him, too.
that is Jimmy Gladstone's. Okay, he made a bold step to get him. Now get him going. And we threw out the number, or actually Daniel Griffiths threw out the number, and we read it on the show yesterday, his post on X. You can easily find it. The number of plays down the field, the two that you immediately can think of if you're a Jaguars fan, was the big third down in the middle of the field against San Francisco, and then this past week where he was able to get down the field and make a big catch. Other than that, he hasn't gotten down the field. So this is 4 of 6 games less than 35 yards.
That's an unsaucy nug.
Yeah. Oh, my
It
God.
is. That's very unsaucy.
Saucy's a
But
saucy nug.
But here's the thing, Joe. I mean, they're doing everything offensively, schematically, to make sure he gets 3 releases in motion, in trips.
Yeah.
So, I mean, some of this got to do with the fact that he's got to get open. He's got to get separation.
Very
Some
true.
capacity.
I don't think there's any question
Very true.
that they are now 6 games into this, okay? And I think it's very clear that he was so elite at receiver in college because he's just athletically gifted and better than everybody out there.
Mhm.
He gets to this league, he's not a polished receiver in any way, shape, or form. He's a better defender right now. He's a much better corner. So the question is, how can you, knowing what he can do, the 2 best catches he's made were both incredibly athletic plays.
Right.
Right? The one second level throw over the middle that he leaped and got, and then the long ball.
In
That
traffic.
he also was a 50-50 ball. So I think you've got to go at it that way because the most of his growth as a receivers is going to come in the 5 seasons of, or excuse me, 8 months of off season, where he's literally going to just work at his craft. You can't really work at your craft right now. You're literally you're going game plan week after week after week. There's nothing to work. You've done what you've done. Am I not right, Leon?
Yeah,
You're a
but-
rookie.
Yeah, you're right. But we knew going into the draft that he wasn't polished.
Right. So
we knew he couldn't run the route tree.
I think you've got to figure out the best way to get in the ball, number one, be it pass or run. And then you might just say, look, we might be better off him playing corner more because he's really good at corner.
And he makes sure that he doesn't give up the big play. And I'm not saying that he should have been on Jackson Smith and Jigba, but if he is full-time on that side, he does neutralize the other team's major weapon, or can do that. And I think that's a big part of this because it's like I keep saying, it's the opposite of BOGO, okay? You had to pay 2 to get 1, and they could have gotten Emeka Ibuka and a good corner in the first and second round. So,
well, I mean, listen, he should play to his strengths, all right? He knows coverages. He knows zone. He knows man.
Yeah.
Just let him run option routes. Find a hole within the coverage.
Right.
I mean, he's played.
yeah.
He's played wide receiver. He's played DB. So if you can get, I think you can get the most out of him in that capacity.
Yeah, but you know that, though. They're not just random option routes. Like, they've got to be specific. He's got to go to a specific spot, and they've got to be run the right way, and I'm not sure he's there yet.
Well,
is my
those
whole
hitch
point.
routes, the little quick hitch routes, they're not working.
No. No, they're not.
Send them on the 9 route and see what happens.
All
Stress
right.
the defense a little bit.
You guys jump in. Let us know what you're thinking as well. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. You're more than welcome to jump in the YouTube chat. We always like when you guys get it going there as well. It is XL Primetime on a Florida Home AC Friday.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. This is The Swamp.
Keeps out to the fake, running right, blows in the end zone.
It's the other Bulldogs from Starkville.
Touchdown Gators!
Florida, Mississippi State. Saturday at 4 on Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football. 1010 XL.
It's your boy, Big Sirs. The lemon pepper guy is back. And I'm fired up to be endorsing Wingstop. Man, I miss those crispy, saucy wings. They hit just right. Wingstop's got the most mouth-watering flavors in town. And you know my all-time favorite, lemon pepper. Big news. Wingstop just opened a brand new spot at Jeremiah Street and Middleburg. That's 17 locations across the First Coast, slinging those hot, fresh wings daily. Whether you're craving classic, atomic, or my favorite, lemon pepper, get there and taste the hype. Find Wingstop today for lunch, dinner, and open late until 1 a.m.
We're certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Experience? Yeah, that's Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. They have the expertise and knowledge to take care of your money. For more info, go to itppartners.com. ITP Partners, they're my financial partners for life.
Non-compensated client testimonial may not be representative of all client experiences. No guarantee of future performance or success.
Julington Creek Pest Control has been serving our community since 1984. Our turf management program is an all-out blitz, granular fertilization, weed and insect control, keeping your lawn championship green all year. Quarterly pest control stops bugs before they ever cross your goal line. Family owned, locally operated, expert technicians, top quality products, no gimmicks, just winning results. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On October 17, 1989, a 6.9 magnitude earthquake rattled the Bay Area before the start of Game 3 of the World Series at Candlestick Park in San Francisco.
Hey, Hicken here. Cooler weather right around the corner, but you can extend your swim season with Surfside Pools. This month, Surfside Pool is offering 10% off new pool heaters or heater replacements and installation. Keep the good times rolling. No matter the season, upgrade your pool heating system now for months of extra enjoyment. Only from Surfside Pool, the trusted name for expert pool service. Family owned and operated. Call 246-2666 or visit surfsidepools.net.
License number CPC 044080.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
What a tragedy. The space ace. He's gone, man.
Yeah.
He's up in the wonderful, just unknown of the skies right now. Rip to Ace Frehley. Wow. Tragedy.
Yeah. One of the great rockers.
A hard driving, hard boozing, hard drugging rock and roller. Kind of like basically all of them.
But I do think that at the
Don't
very
make
least,
them like that anymore.
They do not.
Because this hit was when? What year was this hit?
70s. This
Okay,
was when they all did their.
So my
this
whole
was when
point
they all
is-
did their solo albums.
Right. This is my whole point. Is they started in the 70s, and he lived this long. So
Yeah.
even though they did tear their body and mind apart multiple times, like I love the line from Stevie Tyler. He says, "I think I lost a whole decade." I heard we had a good time because we 70s and then the 90s. I don't quite remember the 80s, and so but rest in peace. That's for
It
sure.
was really good, young, and then just started getting really sloppy, and they got rid of him. And
Yeah, it happens fast. All right, speaking of happens fast, let's just slow down for 1 second. The ukulele, please, if you don't mind.
Perfecto!
especially in honor of Ace. We can just play that ukulele and just settle down and relax just for a minute.
Ace would like a ukulele.
Oh, yeah, he would. Yeah, he would. Lighten up. High Tide, it's your turn. Light up right now.
He might even call it a ukulele, too, for the hell of it.
He might.
High Tide is in the Netherlands right now?
No, he's in London now. They were in the Netherlands earlier, and now he flew into Amsterdam.
Yeah, he always makes a trip to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
You know what he'll do, High Tide? He'll go to Amsterdam, and he will just box something up and then ship it back to the States.
Smart.
Okay, yeah. Like
That's
gift
risky.
giving. Yeah.
Very smart.
Yeah, gift giving. So
We
you don't
got
have to
plenty of stuff over here.
So you don't have to go through
Not
customs
that
or
stuff.
anything. All right, so from the Atlantic to the Pacific, go! With a delicious Mexican cerveza. Found in Baja, imported by surfers for those who live life, anchors up. All right, let's see if we can get a perfecto. I need two names that I have in my head right now, okay? In their current head coaching position. Current head coaching position in the college game, they are undefeated in September and October. I need two names.
Kurt Cignetti's one of them. And the other one's going to be, it's going to be somebody else young.
Ryan Day?
That's a good one. I think that might be right, too, actually.
It's not
Wait,
Mario
no.
because he played in August.
Did they lose a season opener?
With Mario, yeah, we also... Wait, which month? September
and
or
October. No, Mario played in August.
I think Ohio State
I've also
lost
seen
in
Mario lose to Middle Tennessee
No,
State.
Ohio State lost in the
Don't bring that funk back.
in the Rona season, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they did. No, they were not. No, they didn't. They didn't lose 9. I think you might be right, JJ.
I'm going with
That's
Ryan
our
Day.
final answer. We're going with Ryan Day and Kurt Cignetti.
Okay, I like it. I like where you guys are going. First off, fire up a cigarette. Okay, you can at least go with Kurt Cignetti because he's only been in that position for 2 years, and so he definitely gets the prize. Ryan Day lost to Oregon last year.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Give us another guess. Hang on.
All right. Okay.
Billy
Well, it's certainly not Dabo, I can tell you that.
Yeah, Dabo had it going for a while,
He
but
did.
not so much these days.
He did. Let's go with
Steve Sarkisian.
No, his first year at Texas was terrible.
Well, you figure he lost this opener too.
Elko.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He
Who?
just lost.
Elko.
There it is. There it is. It took him a little bit of time, but
I had to go through it a little bit, but yeah.
Because Mike Elko, in 2 seasons in his current position, has not lost yet. And
About ready to lose this weekend.
That's why I had to get this question out. And when you think about it, it's now.
Who does A&M play?
They're at Arkansas.
Yeah, at Arky.
Okay.
They're going up against the Petrinos.
That's literally Petrino's line in the sand if he wants the game. If he wins that game, they'll give him the job.
Yeah. All right. So I may have a second perfecto a little bit later on, but I wanted to get that one in on the heels of Kurt Cignetti getting a deal done. And do you know how cheaply?
Nasty cash.
He was getting paid beans compared to what they just gave him.
Yeah.
And this is the conversation that we've all had. If you get it right and you're winning and your university does not want you to leave, they are going to up the ante in a major way. He's making just barely over 3.5, sirs, and now he's double-digit.
Third highest paid coach in college football.
Yeah. And what's the? It takes him to 2033. Is that right?
Yes, it's 11. Ends up being like an average of like.
It might be 36.
11 something, 11.6 or something like that.
You know what he was making at James Madison? 667. 667.
Was it?
Yeah.
And then
it's an
he
8-year deal, so it takes him to what? What's it? 33?
Yeah, 33. I was trying to remember which one, but then he was making like 3.6, and so.
You know what that does?
Going from 667 to 3.6 was a
You know what that does? That just underscores that in this era of the game now, in this era, any school can win big. Any school.
Do I sound
Any
stupid
SEC
for
and
this
Big Ten school,
question?
I should
I might sound stupid for this question, but does this contract extension really take him out of the running for a Florida, LSU?
It's fully guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no matter what.
But isn't there like a $15 million buyout or something?
I'm sure there's a buyout, but he's not leaving there.
I'm just saying,
Well,
like,
the fact
does this extension really mean he can't take another job? Not necessarily this year, but next year.
Right.
Like,
And I was going to say
it
the fact
doesn't.
that it's
I don't know what the
small
buyout is, so they haven't.
It's $15 million.
They haven't released it.
Okay.
Wait till the contract is fully released, and you'll see it. $15 million's not. That's not a lot of money.
That's what I'm
Somebody really
saying. So
wants it.
another school could pay that.
Right. That's the interesting
right,
part
but
of it.
but you're also at a point where he's the third highest paid coach, so you're going to have to make him a $14 million a year coach for him to break that deal. He's doing a video saying he's retiring there.
Or give him the same amount of money, but at a bigger school.
There's no way he's going to be on a video saying I'm not leaving here. I'm retiring at Indiana, and then a month and a half later,
Maybe
take
not a month.
$15 million
Maybe after next season.
Right.
After they go 7-5 or whatever.
Saban was on video
I
saying,
mean, you
I'm
laugh,
not
but do you
leaving.
really think Indiana's going to keep this up and go like 10 wins every year under this guy? To
it's
me,
hard.
that's laughable.
Why?
Because it's Indiana.
Doesn't matter.
He
They
got
have
all
money.
his JMU guys. You can't just do that every year.
Everyone keeps saying they
Fernando
have money.
Mendoza wasn't a JMU guy.
Guess what? They're going to have to keep
getting that guy.
portal guys every single year. They can't recruit at Indiana.
And Notre Dame's feeling that right now because Notre Dame, even though they do have C.J. Carr and they're starting to claw their way back, but they every
It's just
single
like they
year
can't recruit at Ole Miss.
Right.
I mean,
what
look
they're
at FSU. Like the up and down. When you're a
Well, you
portal
got the wrong
school-
coach.
Hey, so now
With the right coach, you can win big
I'm
anywhere.
just saying it's going to be hard to get talent
Right.
every single
And we
year
sit
out
here
of the
and-
portal.
We sit here and say FSU doesn't have the money, but we say everybody else does, and it's
well,
hard.
I mean,
Yet they have the
Indiana's getting $75 million from media rights from the Big Ten.
Oh, yeah.
FSU is getting 40.
Yeah, that part I understand. We're just talking about the deep pockets, the extra money that comes in, the NIL.
And don't
all
you
that
think
type
the
of stuff.
portal-
Indiana has the second largest alumni base in the country.
There's no question about it.
I've
It's
heard
huge.
this
They haven't done a
theory.
damn thing in football in their
Right,
entire existence.
because they've been they literally have been the losingest program in college football history.
Yeah.
No one has more losses than Indiana.
Yeah.
So no one's giving money to that place. But when you get a guy in there that starts winning, and then he goes on the road and beats Oregon.
I just want to keep saying we'll just see how long it lasts. That's all.
Yeah, it's been less than 2 seasons.
Negative Nelly. You call me negative?
No, we're realists, man. Like Indiana,
Nattering nabobs of negativism.
Indiana
That's what you guys are.
isn't all of a sudden going to win 10 games every year because they have this new
Quote the great
coach.
G. Gordon Liddy.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into the 1 o'clock hour. Get back to your Jacksonville Jaguars. We got our picks coming up. We got Matt the Corona Cat with his selections and a chance for you to compete against him and us for a great tailgate package. As a matter of fact, real quick, JJ, if you don't mind this, since we are in the college game and we had the Shivs yesterday. Remember the Shivs
Shivs
with
are real. How
Kansas
could I
and
forget?
Texas Tech? I will present to all you guys, and this is courtesy of one of our XL prime timers.
Oh, hell
John.
yes.
John has kindly dropped off. Well, they're not Shivs, but they
to the
are.
camera.
It's his business card. It's the coolest business card you have ever seen.
Now that's a shiv.
Yeah. And
That'll
so
do damage.
this is just so we can basically, if we need to clean fish or clean a deer, this is what this
Or
is
if you
for.
get angry in a
No.
bum rush, field rush.
Yeah,
or
not
whatever.
that. This is just for cleaning deer and fish.
Or if you're a
It's-
coach at Kansas that wants to throw something on the
Well,
field.
he's the
so
one who
someone
threw it on the
picks
ground.
up.
That's why John brought him to us. It's XL Prime Time.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford. Do you like your football scrambled or sunny side up?
3 eggs over easy.
It's the Terminix Kickoff Show with Hayes Carline, 5 hours before kickoff. Activated by American Electrical Contracting and Campione Law on 1010XL.
E to the T here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find the scratch kitchen that comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Come on, somebody.
Call 904-500-COOL. Ideal Conditions.
Veteran owned and operated with a mission to change your conditions. For AC installs, repairs, maintenance, or ductwork, Ideal Conditions has been trusted by Jacksonville since 2007. Call Ideal Conditions for a company who shows up on time and gets the job done right.
Call 904-500-COOL.
Honk if you see us. Call for service.
Ideal Conditions.
IdealConditionsJax.com.
You can't go inside your home team's locker room, so Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline goes there for you.
Work on three, 1, 2, 3,
Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010XL.com.
Brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit DFHSalesEvent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $3,600 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more value at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Jacksonville Hickens calling it. Checkmate Coatings, my MVP. Tough, slick floors that dominate any space.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Hey, 1010XL fans, it's game time, but don't get sidelined from the fun. The JTA Game Day Express is the smartest way to get to the bank on time. It's all sponsored by the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. There are 5 convenient pickup locations across the River City, but remember, Game Day Express is cashless. All passes must be purchased through the MyJTA mobile app. Get your $10 pass today. For all of your game day needs, go to myjtafla.com.
When storms start to crop up in the Atlantic or Gulf this time of year, having a solid plan to handle anything that sweeps through the First Coast is very important. That's where American Electrical comes in. Ensure your home's safety and comfort with an American Electrical home generator. As the area's leading home generator dealer and installer, American Electrical can offer you easy installation, simple maintenance, and peace of mind. Schedule an assessment by simply calling the team at American Electrical. They'll walk you through the best generator for your home or business. Log on, american-electrical.com.
Now is the right time to order your holiday decorating from Kuhn Flowers. This is E.T. with 1010XL, and Kuhn Flowers will do your holiday tree decorating, including all of your lights. Wow. So call Kuhn Flowers today. They'll do it all this fall.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative, here to share with you an actual client review.
Dude, these shirts are sick.
Check out the shirts and other sick promo items at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season is finally here, and with that, hopefully comes cooler weather. And if you've been wanting to upgrade your outdoor living space and just haven't pulled the trigger, you should call the experts at Lifetime Enclosures right now. From glass lanais to screened-in enclosures, Lifetime Enclosures and Flooring is the best in the business. Give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
I'm Max Fink with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update, brought to you by Brandon Roofing. It's week 8 of the college football season with action all over the Sunshine State. Starting at 4:15, the Gators will host Mississippi State for homecoming with the broadcast here on 92.5 FM. The Gators will wear 1960s throwback uniforms. In South Florida, the Miami Hurricanes take on Louisville at 7, and then at 10:30, Florida State is at Stanford. It's 78 degrees at 103. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. How about a 6-pack of picks on XL Primetime? It's time to protect the crown. Capped by Corona, La Playa awaits.
I love it. I love it. I ain't good at it, but I love it. That's for sure. La Playa. Who's going to be the playa this week when it comes to protecting the crown? And you could be on a beautiful shoreline, La Playa, if you get them all right. Now, listen, we have got Matt the Corona Cat, who brings in great prizes for us monthly. He's part of our picks contest with the Protect the Crown from Corona, and we're going to give one of our XL Primetimers, after we make all of our picks, a chance to dial up the phone, get in there with JJ, and make a 6-pack of selections. And if you can beat the Corona Cat, and right now Matt's rolling. Maddie's rolling. But if you can beat the Corona Cat, then you will get double the entry into the monthly giveaway. And if you run the table and pick them all right, you're going to get triple the entry. And your odds are pretty good because we're only talking about 4 XL Primetimers that get in the drawing with a Sonny's gift card and a Corona tailgate package. All right, JJ, let's get to it, man.
Unfortunately, we had our first listener go under 500 last week. Thanks, Jason, for ruining the streak.
Dang, Jason.
But it's okay.
Love
You're
you, man.
you're still in the mix for the prize. All right, we're starting with the NFL.
Wait,
Let's do
1 second.
the-
Wait. Jason is still in the mix for the prize, even though he sucked?
Well, there's only 4. Yeah, it doesn't matter how good you do.
Goes in the
you-
drawing.
You go in the drawing.
Participation
What a
award.
gig that is, man.
You get
Well,
participation
he
award.
was the.
Leon's
We can't like go back and say, hey, let's take another caller from last week.
So basically, you're
Yeah.
like you're impacting the guys that actually get it right.
Well, yeah.
It's only one guy,
just the
so
way it
there's
is.
not. It's not a competition. Anyway.
Will you leave the contest
Yeah,
alone?
exactly.
Okay.
Leave Jason alone. I
Yeah.
shouldn't
All
even
of a
brought
sudden,
it up.
you're
Leon
500.
agrees with me. I'm not.
Yeah, Matt goes 5 and 1
better,
one week,
Jason.
and all of a sudden he's like
We're
Matt agreed.
we're not giving out participation trophies
Hey,
here, man.
I get it, but
You guys are on me every week.
We have.
I
to
can't
take-
get on Jason like for a minute.
Jason had it coming. All right, so go ahead.
All right.
Jason's out there
NFL.
driving around right now, flipping off his radio.
You know, the last couple weeks of NFL games have been pretty boring. Not going to lie. The matchups have not been great. This week, different,
Oh yeah.
including the Jags. But we don't pick that game. So Colts at Chargers. Chargers at home, 2-point favorites. I should give the standings. Leon
Yes.
Campo and Corona all tied in first, 23 and 19. I am 1 game back, and Joe and Matt are 2 games back. So we're all really bunched up.
Love it.
All right, so Leon will go first. Colts at Chargers. Chargers 2-point favorites at home. Leon.
Am I going to pick the Colts? Who we trying to catch? Yeah, I'm going with Danny Dimes, baby. Danny Dimes keeps it rolling. Taking the Colts.
Wow.
I
All
just
right, Matt?
I was.
For
I don't know
Joe?
if you guys ever watch Baldy breakdowns on X. He's fantastic.
Oh,
Brian Baldy.
Brian Baldinger's awesome.
When the Chargers get in that 3 tight end set and they just decide to maul you, it's a thing of beauty, man. It's a thing of beauty.
Well, Jonathan Taylor is a savage carrier.
No, the Chargers. The
Yeah.
Chargers.
No, I'm talking about Jonathan Taylor is
Yeah.
a savage carrying the football.
No, I know
so
that. I know
you're
that.
You're gonna have to answer to that.
I'm going to take the Chargers. I'm going to lay those points. Take the Chargers.
Lay the points. Take LA. I kind of feel like, look, they've been all over the map, back and forth, going down to Miami, coming back. The Colts look good, but I'm gonna pick them to lose. I'm gonna pick them to lose, and I will lay those points.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going with the Chargers on this one. All right, Eagles coming off, 2 losses in a row, right?
No, they just dropped one, right?
Well, they've looked like crap for a long time.
Yeah.
Eagles at Vikings. The Eagles on the road, 2-point favorites. Leon.
Yeah. This is their get-right game. I'm going with the Eagles.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Against Carson Wentz and company.
Yes.
Huh? Okay.
How can you pick against Carson Wentz?
No, you're right, JJ. 4-0 to 4-2.
Okay.
So so it happens fast for
Even
them.
in the wins they had, they didn't look great.
Yeah, and so you're looking at what is the number? They are laying 2, and they are on
The road.
The road, yeah.
Matt or Joe?
I'm gonna take the points.
McCarthy's not coming back. It's Carson Wentz again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's arguable who's better in that.
Oh, come on.
It is. J.J. McCarthy's a nobody, man.
Stop it.
Kevin O'Connell is the greatest quarterback coach in the history.
True.
Of
How many
the
points are the
world.
Vikings getting again? I'm sorry.
2.
God, it's not that much.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. But I'm going to take the Vikings at home.
Wow.
Even with Carson Wentz.
2 of you
Okay.
guys. All right, I like the Eagles, like Leon said, in a get-back game. All
Yep.
right, last NFL one. Bucks at the Lions. Bucks, seemingly the hottest team on earth, are 5.5-point underdogs on the road to the Lions. Leon.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love Baker Mayfield. Should be the leading candidate for MVP.
Is
I like
is
his,
leading candidate.
I like
for
his
MVP.
swag. I just like his moxie.
Yeah.
Can he go on the road and beat the Lions, though?
He doesn't have to win.
I know.
He beat Sammy
I'm
Darnold.
I'm going with Dan Campbell.
Okay.
I'm going with the Lions.
You're laying those points.
I'm laying them points.
I will. Even though I'm on Honolulu Blue, I will take those points.
See, this is they're begging you to take those
Oh,
points.
yeah.
Well,
There's
what's so
something tricky
strange-
about There's something weird
There's
about
something
this.
going on.
Okay,
There's a
think
lot
about
of injuries for Tampa.
Right. Think about this. Tampa wins and Detroit loses, and Detroit is a 5.5-point favorite in this game.
And Mike Evans is back.
He is coming back from a hammy, and you hope he's good
First
to go.
game back though. First game back
Yeah, first game back.
for an old body.
And he just goes out and produces.
We saw how
every time.
Mateer was in his first game.
I am gonna lay those points and take Honolulu Blue.
Yeah, I'm with Matt. I think because the point spread is so big, they know something we don't. And Ibuka's not playing. I'm going with the Lions in this one. All right, let's go to college football. absolutely massive weekend. I mean, these 3 games
in the SEC alone, it's like there could be like massive upsets.
I could have picked a bunch of SEC games.
These are job-losing games.
Yeah.
But I'll start outside of the SEC.
Okay.
USC at Notre Dame. I mean, if USC wins this one, they're in the picture for the playoffs. If Notre Dame wins, people are penciling them in for the playoffs. This is a huge one.
Yeah, they
Notre
get right
Dame
back
cannot
in the
afford to
conference.
lose another one.
No, they cannot.
Notre Dame at home, 9.5-point favorites against Southern Cal. Leon.
Can't believe I'm doing this. I'm picking Notre Dame.
Yeah, and this is another game that is a little freaky for them
it's
laying
another
that
one.
many
It's a
points.
lot of points, man.
Against Southern Cal.
Joe?
And Lincoln Riley and the boys, they got to have something for them. Now, they did lose, I think, maybe 2 of their running backs. But I don't know. I'm just going to take the points and ride the wave and see if they can get it done and make it close.
I don't want to because I don't trust USC with Lincoln Riley. I don't want to. But it's too many points to avoid.
Sometimes, whenever it's that big of a number, it's because they can't get you to bet otherwise.
Of course.
So you're taking USC.
I'm taking USC. Yeah.
I agree. I like Notre Dame to win,
So do
USC to cover
So do I.
late.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, Ole Miss at Georgia. Georgia at home, trying to start a new win streak. 7.5-point favorites over Lane.
Wow. I'm going to go with the Boogeyman. Boogeyman might be back. Georgia's defense. I'm going to go with the Bulldogs.
Matt?
That's Joe, not me.
Well, Joe went first last pick.
Yeah, and we're tied, pal. Even though
We are tied.
I'm still in shock over that.
I don't think the Boogeyman's back, but I think they're going to win, and I think they're going to cover, and I think they're going to win convincingly. It's going to be like 24-10 or something, and everybody's going to say, oh, Georgia's back, when really it's Georgia's playing at home, and it's playing a team that's really not the 4th or 5th ranked team in the country.
Well, yeah, the 2 things that are in play here is that the last time Georgia was between the hedges, as far as a big ball game goes, they didn't win it. Now they beat Kentucky after
Alabama.
that,
It doesn't count.
and they beat. That's something they don't do. Their home winning streak came to an end, and then they had to start it over. But this is a chance for Ole Miss to beat them in back-to-back years, and something they haven't done in 30 years. If you can believe that.
In 30 years.
I can believe it.
Yeah, that's
Man, that means like those Billy Brewer teams.
that's 95 and 96. The last time they went back-to-back and beat them.
Well, first of all, they don't
was
play
tough.
every year.
Right, but still, that's a
Yes.
huge number
Yeah.
in the number of. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take the points.
Sorry, I'm next.
Yeah.
I'm taking UGA big.
You're taking Ole Miss in the points, JoJo.
Yeah.
That's why it shocked me. I was just stuck in place
Me
after
too.
that. All right.
Toddy.
Last but certainly not least, if you looked at the calendar, tomorrow is the third Saturday in October.
What a great name.
Which means we have Tennessee at Alabama. Alabama at home. This is a same number from a couple games ago. 9.5-point favorites over the Vols. Leon.
That's nuts.
I'm going to take the points.
All right. Tennessee.
In the name of the son-in-law's begging me right now, do not take them. Do not take them. Hey, Pops, do not take them. I'm taking them.
The Vols.
You taking the Vols in the points?
Yeah. He's mad right now.
I think this could be another late touchdown cover for the Tide because.
Well, actually, last weekend it was the opposite.
Right.
Ty Simpson.
You've got the worst pass defense statistically in the SEC.
Is who?
Tennessee.
Yeah, they
against the best pass offense statistically in the SEC.
Look what Ty's been doing here of late.
I'm taking the Tide and laying the points.
Okay. This is interesting.
I wrote Bama and I crossed it out and put Vols.
All right, so
I'm going with the Vols.
Going with the Vols. All right, so let's hit.
This is going to be, by the way, real quick, this is going to be a separation Saturday for us in the picks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We're all over the place.
We are all over. All right, so let me give you Matt the Corona Cats picks, and then we got to get to these games at least with a little more analysis. But right now, Matty the Corona Cat, he is laying chalk in all of his NFL games, and he's taking points in all of his college games.
I like that.
So he likes the Chargers, Eagles, Lions, all giving up points. He likes Ole Miss, Vols, and USC snatching points. So Matt the Corona Cat is in. So now, JJ, take the caller of your choice, 641-1010. See if you can beat the Cat. See if you can get in that drawing for a great monthly tailgate giveaway courtesy of Corona and Sonny's.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies. Sometimes the secret weapon is the special team.
He's got a big leg. He's got a career-long.
After the game, pump up the Superior Plumbing Special Teams Player of the Game. Sealed by Superior Plumbing and Pipeline on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. We all make decisions every day, but with Prize Picks, being right can get you paid on America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. All you do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch your winnings roll in. Drake May, more or less than 243 yards. George Pickens, more or less than 62 receiving yards. It's just that simple, everybody. But here's the best part. Prize Picks offers an injury insurance reboot. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks where you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. And with Flex Play, you can double your money, even if one of your picks doesn't hit. And all Prize Picks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today, use promo code 1010XL, and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play $5 in lineups. That's promo code 1010XL to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Campione Law.
Joint replacement surgery is always a tough decision, but relief from chronic pain may be just around the corner. Dr. George Barra here, and there's a lot to consider to make sure you get the proper diagnosis and best path back to the range of motion and mobility you had. Age, lifestyle, and overall health all play a part. Let the team at Barra Orthopedics give you a full analysis to help you make the best decision. Log on to BarriorOrthopedics.com or call the office to make an appointment. With offices across Jacksonville and ready to help you feel good again, we'll get you back on the road to recovery at Barra Orthopedics.
Share your voice anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Are you serious? Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
I gotta say, you're totally blowing my mind right now.
If you can't call or email, text us. 641-1010.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Don't miss the Record Company live at the all-newly remodeled Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, Friday, November 7th. Get tickets now at AXS.com and the venue box office. The Record Company live, November 7th at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey folks, it's Frank Frangie for Lee and Kate's Glass. They say you're going to see a big difference, but what does that really mean? It means a live local person on the phone, a smooth, easy process, skilled craftsmen, and excellent customer service all around, with your satisfaction absolutely guaranteed. Visit LeeandKatesGlass.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Fall is here. The air is crisp. Football is on, and the perfect backyard atmosphere starts with a high-quality fireplace from CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. Hey, it's Joe C. Imagine nights by the fire, cheering on your team, surrounded by friends and family. CSS can transform your outdoor space into the ultimate game day destination. Stylish, warm, and built for memories. With several wood, gas, and electric options, let CSS make your backyard the best seat in the house. Visit CSSFireplaces.com.
Come visit the best sports restaurant in town. That's Big Dogs in Orange Park, known for great burgers, huge wings, pizza, salads, and special nightly events like trivia and karaoke. You'll all love it at Big Dogs Restaurant in Orange Park.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Who lit it up last night? Brought to you by American-Electrical.com.
Flacco, lofts one. Chase makes this catch. Touchdown. Quick throw. Higgins inside the 10. Higgins to the end zone. And a Cincinnati lead. Up by 3, trying to extend the lead, and the pass is caught for the touchdown. Noah Fant, the tight end.
I like that Kirk Herbstreit has just a little bit of a joystick button on Al Michaels. He can gig him whenever there's a big play, and he gets excited. Of course, if you walk out of that Thursday night game with $1 million check every time, that'll get you excited. Al Michaels, with enthusiasm, ladies and gentlemen, as he was calling the game last night with Joey Flacco. You got to give that cat credit. And Big Sirs, he lit it up last night against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. That ain't the Steelers. That ain't your daddy's or your granddaddy's Steelers team.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that. I thought the Steelers defense was going to eat lunch.
Yeah.
But he got the protection. He made the passes.
Yeah.
You know, at 41?
Yeah, and he had, obviously, the two big targets we were talking about earlier in Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Joe Flacco, he wins the battle of the Geritol battle because the combined age of these two guys is over 80 with him and Aaron Rodgers. And both of them had their moments last night, that's for sure.
Have you gone there yet?
No.
Okay.
No, not yet.
Holding out.
Yeah, I am holding. You better believe I'm holding out. But thanks to American Electrical, they can light up your world just like Joey Flacco lit it up last night. Make sure you check them out. American-electrical.com, residential, commercial, anything electrically, they can take care of you. Members of this community for a long time. Mm-hmm. What are you looking at? The Kirk Signetti up there?
Oh, my God, he got paid. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, he's the 8-year.
$93.25 million.
Yeah, and that's fully guaranteed.
Oh, yes.
Nearly $100 million promised to Kurt Signetti from Indiana.
Who's his agent?
University. I don't know. It's got to be.
It's not Jimmy Sexton.
It's not Sexton. Oh, wow.
Might be Trace Armstrong, actually.
Mm-hmm. Trace has been around a while now as a former star in the NFL and a former Gator, and a guy who negotiates some of those contracts as well.
I need to get in on that.
Oh, well, you got to have
I'll start as like an NIL guy.
Got to have that legal background.
Aren't they like totally stealing from these kids? They're taking like 20%.
Of course they are, 30%.
How do I get in on that?
Well, the NIL, they're definitely raping them there, but the regular contracts are, they're tight and right.
JJ, you got to start as a runner. Know what a runner is, right?
I know what a runner is in certain contexts.
No,
it's the exact same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you just got to be on the campuses. You got to be seen on the campuses.
You need to provide.
He'd be a good runner.
Yeah, good runner. Yeah.
You need to provide services and exchanges. Basically, that's what you do. Just like the other runner you're talking about, a mule of sorts.
Yeah, you could say that.
All right, so let's hit it. We got to dig
what the
it.
runners are actually. Yeah, it is kind of what they are.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah. I always feel like say the agent Drew Rosenhaus, you have to have those guys that can take the crazy requests from the Leon Surses of the world. That Drew needs to be around for the contract. Yeah, but the other guys need to pick up the 2 a.m. phone call.
Well, here's the thing. Drew's brother was the runner because he attended University of Miami. His brother Jason was the runner. So little stuff that we needed,
Right. So he brought you like handfuls of cash and stuff, basically.
Well, not handfuls of cash.
Why does Matt?
I know what he's saying. he would do little favors for you, stuff that you.
He's already admitted he took cash while he was playing.
But that's also
weekend money. took weekend money.
So his brother can take a little credit for once you ink a few guys.
Yeah, you ink a few guys. You bring a couple of guys my way. Then I put you on staff. So now his brother's a part of the.
Oh, this does sound oddly similar to another.
Yes,
another thing.
Yeah, that is awesome.
That's what I'm saying. They're very similar.
Yeah, that is awesome. All right, fire it up.
Prove your worth.
Let's have a cold one. Talk a little more college ball.
Time to drop some college knowledge on XL Primetime. Brought to you by Modelo, the official beer of the college football playoff.
I'm telling you what, there is so much going on right now. And when you look at all these big ball games, we just went through our picks, and we just want to kind of drop some knowledge on you as far as what is going on. Now, we mentioned the third Saturday in October. The Vols, they are basically the Crimson Tide's fourth consecutive ranked opponent that they're facing. And so Alabama, we talked about their schedule. They have been able to beat Georgia on the road, beat Vandy, beat Missouri, and now they got another one that they got to try and knock out among the bigs, and it's the Volunteers. Now, Rocky Top has won 2 of the last 3 in this series, even though they haven't won in Tuscaloosa since 2003. Matty, you remember this 2003? A 51-43 5 overtime thriller.
Yeah.
That's the overtime that I miss. when we have to start going for 2 and all that kind of stuff, and then just 2-point plays, 51-43 overtime thriller in 2000. I love that
I don't
stuff.
disagree, but you're also not the one out there on the field having to play it too.
Whatever, man. I would sacrifice. Okay, I played a full 48 when I was in high school. I would sacrifice my body, whatever it would take. But
although now they're getting paid, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And how many more plays does it add up to? Anyway, so you got the Vols, and they're trying to basically see if they can kind of unravel and crack the code and unravel Alabama one more time, because Alabama's rolling right now after that opening season loss. All right, so we've got other ones that we need to look at. We mentioned the fact that could Hugh Freeze be out the door if he loses this football game? The Tigers on the Plains, they're 0-3 in the SEC. They got doubled up by Georgia this past week. We're going to find out whether they can do it against Mizzou and maybe save Hugh Freeze's job. I don't know whether they get the job done or not, but it's classic to say that if Auburn can win this game, even though they're 0-3 in the SEC, we will see what happens with him going forward.
They're very similar tracks, Hugh and Billy Napier.
Yeah.
You know, Billy Napier's whole thing is you brought me here because of my offense, which, you know, is just utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
But Auburn hired Hugh Freeze because of his offense.
Okay,
because of his quarterback development and because he beat Alabama. And so far he's whiffed on all those.
Okay, but here's the big difference to me. And tell me if I'm wrong, Leon, but Hugh Freeze had beaten Alabama on an SEC stage.
Twice.
That's what, multiple times, and had a damn good record at Ole Miss and damn good players because he also had the resources to get them. And so that's what they were hiring. Whereas Billy, it was Sunbelt Billy that Florida was hiring. That's a little different to me.
Well, if Hugh Freeze had the credentials, like you said, he beat an SEC team.
Yeah.
I mean, Billy, on the other hand, played in the Sun Belt.
Yeah.
I mean, the resume looks a little better as far as the wins go.
But Hugh has not been able to get it done the way. Good defense, like you said.
No. And they have a talented team too.
Yeah. Good defense.
I still think they have the best defense in the league. And
Good running, rushing game.
You've got the two best receivers in the league that are not being used.
Yeah.
Singleton and Coleman.
Coleman, very good.
And it's Hugh chose poorly when he chose quarterback in the offseason.
All right,
he got in the portal and chose Jackson Arnold, who's just not that good.
All right, let's keep it rolling. The LSU Tigers, they have won 10 straight over the Commodores. Yet, Vandy has a chance for the first time in this series to win since 1990. Okay? 1990, last time the Commodes came out on top over Go Tigers. This is
I also saw
they're
that
the favorite.
This is the first time they're the favorite in an SEC game. I think it's been one time since 1978.
Wow.
Since I guess there was a few years back they were favored over a bad Tennessee team, but besides that they were favored
in
one
any
time
game or just a rank against
an
a
SEC team.
An SEC ranked
an
team.
SEC team. No, in an SEC game.
In a general game.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's where Vandy's been, guys.
Hey, Clark Lee.
By the way,
Clark Lee deserves
a hell of a lot of credit.
So much.
He deserves the Signetti type of credit.
Sure, I want him, but he's.
No, you wouldn't want him at your school.
He's built something. I would like him.
I'd take him over the guy you have in a heartbeat.
Well, yes, but you got to reach a little higher. Is all I'm thinking.
By the way, I don't know if you can call them the Commodes, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they're better than your school right now.
Yeah. Well, they are.
Pretty much is the Commode right now.
Oh my God! If Vandy played Florida, I would love to see the point spread.
Look out! Look out! With apologies to Fat Tony, it's an affectionate term that I'm not the only one that uses. All right, how about this? How about a game that features 24 national championships and 15 Heisman Trophy winners? USC Notre Dame.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
That's honestly, that is something else. That's hardware. That's history. We've been there. We've done it, and we'll see if they can deliver.
And it might not happen again. I just saw USC officially took Notre Dame off of its website for the 2026 season schedule.
Oh.
I hate college football when it's happened, man.
Yeah.
By the way,
they're tearing it apart bit by bit.
I got news for you. This is why I don't like Lincoln Riley, because if Lincoln Riley wanted to play that game, they would play that game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 100%.
Then I'll blame him.
Yeah, and he's the one who also was getting out of the other games, right?
He tried to get out of the LSU game, then he ended up winning.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. What other game was he scared to play?
The LSU game, the season opener last year, that they ended up winning.
Yeah. So we'll find out. 9.5-point line. I am a little surprised by that, and that is also kind of an indictment on Lincoln Riley. Not kind of, 100% an indictment on Lincoln Riley.
Yeah. I mean, they have it. Okay, so they have a 9-game conference schedule. Great. You still got 3 other games.
Yeah.
So you want just like 3 Gimme putts? Is that what you want?
Keep that. They don't have the in-state rivalry that's outside of the conference. Keep that game. I agree with you.
Notre Dame is the rival out of the conference. That's as big a rivalry as there is in college football.
Yeah, it's one of the things you grew up on and counted on and knew about. All right, there you go. A little college knowledge for you. We'll get back to you, Jacksonville Jaguars. Some keys coming up as far as what we think needs to happen for this football team to head into the bye week 5-2. How huge would that be?
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Pack your passport. Duval Pride takes a ride for a transatlantic showdown as West Coast meets First Coast for some American football at iconic Wembley Stadium. It's tea time for touchdowns with crumpets and football for breakfast.
Jacksonville Jaguars, Los Angeles Rams.
Cheerio. Sunday morning at 9:30 on 1010XL.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, Duval, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the Jags as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the sweepstakes are from 8/4/25 to 12/21/25. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. member FDIC.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists returns with their free bumps and bruises evaluation clinics this season. Now with 4 locations, these free injury assessments are open to all schools and athletic programs. Saturday mornings through October from 9 to 10 at Cortex Sports Performance in Ponte Vedra. Preferred PT in Fleming Island and Brooks Rehab on Centurion Parkway and World Golf Village.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Go to WM.com/Duval.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. I think I'm some kind of football prophet.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Plan ahead this year and order your home holiday decorating from Kuhn Flowers. They'll take care of all your Christmas tree setup, lighting, and decorating hassles. This is RJ with 1010XL. Call on Kuhn Flowers. They'll do it all this fall.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
All right, my takeaway is motivation. What kind of motivation does this team have after coming off a terrible loss this Sunday against the Seahawks? You're playing in London against a formidable team in the Rams, and it looks a little better going into the bye week with a 5-2 record than a 4-3 record. So the motivation is to keep afloat in the division and get this game done on Sunday.
Yeah, I like that. You got to be, I mean, that's, look, as much as anything, you got to be motivated, you got to be focused. Eliminate the dumb. That should be like the sign above the tunnel as they run out. Eliminate the dumb.
I've always said don't discount dumb, and I'd like to think that they could be coached. I put it on both. I think coaches need to keep drilling into the fact that it's unacceptable and you got to be accountable. And then I always agree with what Leon says. You can't escape blame if you're the player.
Yeah.
You've got to be accountable. And I just feel like both of them, we've seen improvements from the coaching side with a lot of the same players, but we've talked about it a bunch. What started this season that looked so promising? Offensive line play, run game, and pass pressure. What has evaporated since then? Offensive line play, run game, and pass pressure. That's got to come.
Well,
back.
I always say this too. Now, one game is not a season made.
Right.
All right.
Right.
So you hopefully, as terrible as that game was, we were still one possession away from tying the game up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So I mean, I agree with what Matt was saying. You said get back to the basic fundamentals.
Mhm.
All right. Head placement, feet, attack angles, getting off the ball, all that kind of stuff. I know because I've been in a position, not that bad in a position giving those 7 sacks, but I've had terrible games where we just had to reassess, realign ourselves, and get back to reminding ourselves that we are good players. And because everybody's been telling them they suck. Even the coaching staff probably that Monday. Yeah, y'all terrible.
Yeah.
So they got to get back to the good. Get back to the good. What got you to the point to where you are right now? And hopefully we'll see that on Sunday.
Yeah, and I think the offense really, really needs to pick it up because the defense, for the most part, has done their job. They gave up
Enough to win games. Yes.
Yeah, I think so. They gave up 2 huge explosives. Unfortunately, a 61-yarder for a score and a 61-yarder for a game clincher. That's what happened. But other than that, they definitely, like Monteric Brown, I'm already predicting I could see this guy picking a ball off and kind of getting them back in the takeaway department. But that type of play needs to happen. How about Travis Hunter picking off a ball on that side? Okay, if he's over there and doing work, pick a ball off.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the defense never should have been in that position to give up that long drive to the Bengals to lose that game.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas catches that pass, the game's over.
Right, and like we said this past week, defense gave that ball back to the offense several times.
And I would like also to see Cameron Neely take a little bit more shots as far as
I like
earn
that.
pressure, or because he didn't do it until later on in the game, and you saw how Sam Darnold was affected by it.
Yeah,
rattle Matthew Stafford in that pocket. Don't
Dial
let him
it up.
Yeah, dial it up. Get home.
And Eric Murray is dealing with a little bit of an injury. A couple of other guys, Trayvon, of course. But getting Robert Hainsey back is definitely going to be big. No Devin Lloyd, didn't make the trip. He's one of those guys that was a huge spark plug for this football team that's unfortunately not going to be there. And let's see what Ventrell Miller can do in his absence. And then here's the other one. As much as we love Dewey got burned a couple times.
Yeah.
Now, he was also a force. Remember, he picked off a ball in Cincinnati. He's done a few good things this year as a starter. But that safety position needs to make a few more plays. And I would love to see him come up with something big against Stafford and company.
All right. My takeaway is we were talking about runners and agents, right?
Yeah.
So let me take you back 3 decades ago.
Okay.
To a calm, quiet little area in Gainesville.
Right.
Where one Tank Black
Tank
was
Black.
running around trying to throw money at Freddie T. Riddell,
He was stealing
Javon
money from
Curse,
Freddie T.
Okay. His runner was a guy by the name of Sean Alfordish. I'll never forget that name because I had to chase that guy for months.
You were running after the runner?
Yes. Sean Alfordish was his name. He was a runner, JJ, okay? Now, let me fast forward to May of 2025 in the Big Easy. A New Orleans businessman who has been charged in a wide-ranging probe into staged wrecks has entered a plea on his latest charge of conspiracy to commit murder. Sean Alfordish is facing 1 count of conspiracy to commit mail-in wire fraud, 3 counts of obstruction of justice, 4 counts of witness tampering. He was also indicted alongside Leon Parker for conspiracy to kill federal witness Cornelius Garrison. JJ,
Tried to kill the snitch.
do not become a runner.
Well, I'm not
This
going
is
to do
your
all
life,
that.
okay?
I mean,
I'm just telling you, this is your life. If you
I just
become
want
a
to
runner.
take NIL money from high schoolers.
Right. Yeah. Hey, pal.
It starts with NIL money from high scores. It ends up with killing a Fed. All right.
Yeah. And not
Federal
every
witness.
Right. Not
Still,
every
but
runner.
even if it's a federal witness, they're considered Feds at that point.
Not every runner goes down that dark road. Okay. You can still get away with this.
I like that Matt Googled that. You remember that guy's name? And
Dude,
Googled
I
it.
will never, ever, ever forget his name. I chased that cat for like 5 months.
That is so funny.
When I was working at the
Do we
TU.
know what happened to Tank?
He's dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, the thing is
He,
Well,
he-
that's
he
unfortunate.
stole money from Freddie and
Well,
all those
Fred,
guys. Yeah.
and by the way, Leon can appreciate this. $5 million back then.
Oh my
Oh
God.
That
my
was
gosh.
a ton.
A ton of change.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was a ton, and
Yeah, he
took
died
it
a while ago,
right
probably
out of
10
Freddie
years
T's
ago, yeah.
pocket. He was a scoundrel and a savage.
Yeah, he was.
He really was.
So that was after he was a pro.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
they
He was
basically
his agent or something.
Yeah, he was his agent because
Got him into a bad deal.
Like what Matt's describing, Tank came into Gainesville and started signing guys, and then so he had the
College
runner.
players.
Yes.
Yeah, had the runner kind of giving guys
The runner was
money
giving guys the-
early,
yeah.
So that you sign with us
Right.
when you go to pro. when
and
you
then
become
he
pro.
says, "We're going to invest your money into whatever you can call it, a Ponzi scheme or
Ponzi
whatever."
schemes, probably.
And the next thing you know, he's bilking them out of bucks.
Well, we have tons of stories out of the MLB about these foreigner guys who are like, usually from a really crappy country in
Yeah.
South America, and where they'll be like, hey, we'll get you to America,
Mm-hmm.
but now like 50% of your future earnings all go to us.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so Fernando Tatis was involved in a crazy scheme
They'll
like
put the
that
clamps on you,
recently.
buddy.
Yeah, man, I really
it's
feel
scary.
bad for these guys coming from some of those countries.
Bro,
They get
let
screwed.
me tell you something. That
Scary.
guy, I was so tracking him down that at one point, my boss back then was a guy by the name of Mike Ritchie. God bless his soul, just passed away recently. He looked at me one time and said, "Look, you can't get him. Get on a plane and go find him in New Orleans." Like I didn't know where he was.
Now
go
that's
find him.
reporting.
Go
That's
find him.
investigative
By
Well,
the
that's
way-
that's the way it used to be. It was
By the
like
way,
he didn't care. Go find him.
Just
As we
drop
end-
down from your flight in New Orleans and just be like,
Yeah,
"Where's
he-
Tank?"
I loved him because he always used to say, he'd come into the office and say, "There are no stories in here. Get out of here."
But as we end this conversation, he says that's the way it used to be when people paid attention to the paper.
Oh.
Come on, JoJo. Don't do
It's
that.
XL Primetime.
XL Prime Time, driven by Duval Ford.
Frank Frangie here. It's always truck season at Nimnick Chevrolet. Well, this month you can save up to 20% off a new Silverado or get financing rates as low as 0%. Unlike most dealerships, Nimnick Chevrolet has the largest inventory on the ground, ready for you to explore. With their extensive selection, you're sure to find your perfect truck at Nimnick. So shop online at nimnickchevy.com or visit the dealership at Park and Cassett. Who's got more new Chevrolets at the best prices? Nobody but Nimnick. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
It's your boy, Big Sirs, all-pro lineman and your lemon pepper guy. Nothing screams game day like Wingstop. But get this, every Saturday and Sunday this football season, score big with Wingstop special deals. Order a 100-piece wing pack online at wingstop.com or the Wingstop app using promo code JAX20 and get $20 off. That's right, carry out or delivery. It's your call. Use online promo code JAX20 for $20 off a 100-piece wing pack. Fire up your game day order this weekend with Wingstop.
Pre-game Friday.
Built by Dream Finders Homes. Homes built to fit your lifestyle on 1010XL.
Hi, folks. Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Ever wonder what to do with leftover paint that you don't want? Here's a few options. Paint can be placed in the regular trash if it's dry. Simply stir in kitty litter to a thick consistency. Then wait a few days with the lid off till it dries. Also, if the paint is good, there's many charities or churches that would love to have it. If you'd like more tips or have a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
Poker players, the World Poker Tour is back at Best Bet Jacksonville, October 30th to November 18th, and the guarantees are massive. Event 1 brings a $200,000 guarantee. Event 6 has a $300,000 guarantee, and the main event has an enormous $1 million guarantee. With 14 tournaments, your chances of winning big have never been better. Want in on the action? WPT satellites are already playing out. Don't get left out. Head to bestbetjacks.com for details. That's bestbetjacks.com.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. The online banking services are outstanding. So easy to use, depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards for 3 years running, and it's easy to see why. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
What is 1010XL's Jeff Prosser's favorite movie? The answer next.
Southern Oak Insurance is proud to continue offering coverage statewide. Financial stability makes Southern Oak Insurance a wise choice for your homeowner's insurance needs. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Believe it or not, Jeff Prosser's favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
After an accident, you may have an x-ray that looks normal, but you're still in pain. That's because soft tissue injuries like sprains and tears don't show up on x-rays. And if an insurance company doesn't see it, they may not believe you're hurt.
When they don't take your pain seriously, we fight back. We know doctors who are experts in diagnosing soft tissue injuries. They can help us prove that your pain is real, and we'll seek to get you paid for all of your future medical expenses.
Farah and Farah, Jacksonville.
Reclaim a pain-free life with Rebound Rehab. If you've been injured or simply feeling the effects of an active life, you can rely on Rebound Rehabilitation to get you back in the game. Sitting on the sidelines isn't any fun. Trust Rebound Rehab's team of trained physical therapists to get you back up to speed and feeling full again. Now more convenient than ever. 11 locations to serve you, including new offices in Riverside across from St. Vincent's, Point Meadows, and Middleburg. Just log on to reboundrehab.com to see all they've got to offer.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. The XL Primetime High School Hit. Brought to you by I9 Sports. Log on to i9sports.com and get your kid in the game.
I9 Sports, they definitely can help you out in the gym, on the field, whatever it might be, ages 3 to 17. Make sure you check them out, i9sports.com. But we got big high school ball tonight. You got big ball games. If you're setting it up right now on a Friday night going, you know, where I might want to go watch a Friday night game, definitely check out Beachside at Middleburg. This is a couple of one-loss teams going head-to-head. Barracuda's very good, especially for a young school, number 3 in the Region 1 5A standings, and they're going to go up against Middleburg, who's got it going on right now. You got to give the Broncos some credit, that's for sure. First Coast 4-3 against Bishop Kenny 5-2, and you're going to hear one of those games right here on the Superstation tonight. And then you've got after the game tonight, Friday Night Lights with our man Ryan the Hacker Green and Agent Gibbs, but also the coverage that's
Dylan Denmark, actually.
Yeah, excuse me, Dylan Denmark. Excuse me, with apologies to Denmark there. The the Channel 4 stream and the 1010XL stream. That's Hacker and Justin Barney. Going at it and giving you all the coverage. So make sure you check out all these big games. First Coast at Bishop Kenny is one of the ones that you will hear here. And then Oakleaf 6-1 at White, which is a top 10 team, according to my man Justin Barney at News for Jacks. That's a pair of one-loss teams, 6-1, both of them. And then Barton Trail not having the year you'd like. They're 2-5, but they're going up against an unbeaten 7-0 Yellow Jacket squad. So check out some high school football tonight. And don't forget I9 Sports bringing it to you. i9sports.com. Check them out for the latest for your kid to get back in the game.
Oh, JJ, we got a primetime game tonight, baby.
Listen, we haven't
Who's
talked.
playing tonight?
Oh, you don't have.
See, this is what's happened. The college football public, they have not been talking about this game enough when it comes to upset alert.
And they should be.
This game has potential for an upset. The biggest upset of the weekend. The number 2 team in the nation could easily lose. This
I
is
love
the
how
best
you're trying to make the schedule out to be a great schedule. and
No,
it's not.
I'm not. I'm saying this is the best game, best team, best coach left on their schedule. And I would
look
say
at
this
it-
is the best coach that they've played all season by far.
And I tell you
They're
what,
gonna get
Brom,
annihilated,
No, that
bro.
coach in Gainesville might give him a run for his
Oh,
money.
stop.
Brom can dial it up. When you take a look, I looked at the numbers between Miami and Louisville when it comes to offensive production, what they are gaining, passing game, rushing game. They're pretty good.
Oh, they're going to sling it.
Yeah, and so he's going to try and he's going to
Oh,
try.
both of you just stop it. Seriously.
I'm not getting on that train. We're going to destroy them. Okay?
It's in Miami. They're going to destroy
Yes,
Louisville.
So you like them to cover 14?
Oh, God, yes.
Absolutely.
I think they win by 7,
What?
maybe 10. I'm telling you, man.
take your
Brom
car.
always
I'm gonna take your
plays
car.
Miami tight.
Right.
He's
and
not
the
on the
fact that
field.
it's a double-digit point
He
spread.
literally is.
The fact that it's a double-digit point spread, you fall into that trap. You're like, they should blow them out. And who knows, because you get kind of full of yourself. You've heard your talk. They've already had the Canes have had, 2 bye weeks. Both of their bye weeks have already come
So
before
stupid.
mid-October.
They're kind of out of sight, out of mind.
And they've
right
been
now.
and they've been hearing all this chatter about how good they
How
are.
great they are,
Yeah, after
exactly.
beating Florida State. And you never know, man. It
I'd
gets a little
snatch
tricky on
your
Friday
arm
night.
off for a 10-point win right now. Oh,
Stop
my
it.
God. I would.
Have you not seen their tackle play? Their tackles are terrible.
That is the one thing. I feel like
And
the
the offensive line.
offensive line by
Yeah,
Louisville
we're
is
gonna
not
get
great.
So you
But
think
they're going to get
Bain
the ball
and-
out of his hand quick.
Yeah, you think Bain and company are just going to destroy
Oh, they're
them?
going to tee off. Yes.
Search and destroy missing.
2.5
Mission.
at least. He's going to get at least 2.5.
Oh, my God.
You say so. Listen,
Yeah.
I will not be that guy texting you. I will not.
No.
Virginia
I'll
threw
be
the
taking-
Matt
ball.
will.
Virginia threw the
Until
ball all
triple
over
zeros.
Louisville.
Yeah.
What do you think Carson Beck's going to do?
Well,
And those receivers.
Carson
Heisman
Beck,
hopeful
yeah,
Carson
he's
Beck.
thrown for 1,200 yards already. He throws for a bunch. Let's just see how it goes, man. Who does he got? Miller Moss,
Yeah.
the former USC
Who's
Trojan?
good.
Yeah, who's pretty good. All right, speaking of pretty good.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
I got more
I'll
shock.
take it. I'll take it.
You did not nail that one.
Yeah.
You usually
Oh,
typically nail them.
No,
that one was not
I
nailed.
actually think I nailed it because I got more shock out of Matt than I did out of
Yeah.
Taylor.
Matt
Because
was like,
I was just going for a little shock value. Dicko, one of my dear friends, because he's in Vegas and he goes to Vegas all the time and he sees like 3 9s walking up, and he says, "Hey, ladies, I gotta ask you a question." He goes, "You guys are semi good looking," and right then, it just as soon as he starts to say it,
Semi-good-looking.
it's semi good looking, and then the rest is
That's
history.
the way to impress a lady.
All right, so
I heard you guys talking about the Auburn Hugh Freeze situation
Yeah.
right now, and it got me thinking. Matt, do you remember my conspiracy from the offseason of he was the one that was trying to pay Lenoris to switch
Yes.
it over?
Yes.
That was
Lenoris-
my
Good.
conspiracy
pretty
because
good,
there was
too.
the rumor that came out that somebody offered him $9 million,
Big
even though
bucks.
he wasn't in the portal. Let's
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
But I think he was trying.
Yeah.
I think he was trying.
because if he could
And
have,
now he's pushing
Right.
probably a little bit.
and that's that tampering that you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
But if you got the money, you try it.
And now he has the worst quarterback in the SEC.
Yeah.
He is the most sacked cat, that's for sure. All right, what's coming up, Taylor?
Yeah, we'll get into this Jags-Rams game. We have a ton of giveaways today. Lauren has 3 pairs of Eric Church tickets we're
Oh,
going to be
very
giving
nice.
away on this show. Also, Caitlin Clark is coming to the Florida Forum for the Speaker Series. We have a pair of tickets for that we're going to be giving away. I give away Chick-fil-A, so you get free lunch today. So a lot of giveaways, but we'll get into a lot of the Jags-Rams. We also make our picks for the weekend, too, for college football and the NFL.
All right, that sounds good. Awesome. We will be listening. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Taylor, Lauren, Tommy Mack, they will all have it. And we mentioned Tommy Mack, who's going to be doing a watch party with Bud Light over at Monkey's Uncle. So a 9:30
Monkey's.
kick. Yeah, at Monkey's. So
Monkey's winnings, by the way.
yeah, and so if you can get over
Elite.
there, get over there, hang out with Tommy Mack. Chances to win tickets, Bud Light beer specials, giveaways. It'll all be with 55 Meathead beginning around 9:30 on Sunday. All right, we're done. We had a good time. Jacksonville, Leon smells a victory, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go in that direction. This team needs it in the worst way. A nice bounce back win would be huge. Getting Matt Stafford on the ground and getting the ground game going.
Yeah.
Both of them are
I got
key.
Jags 27-24.
Okay, you do. All right. Sounds good. All right, we're done. Florida Home AC, thanks to them. Don't forget they can take care of you. They're our partner, and they'll be yours as well. Make sure you check them out. Joe C., Matty Hayes, Big Zers, and JJ. Have a good
XL